I want you to think about your life, right? Only you know your situation. Only you know what you're selling for less for. Only you know what you're complaining about. Only you know what you keep accepting that you know you shouldn't accept, right? Only you know that. Maybe it's a health thing. Maybe it's a relationship. Maybe it's a friendship. Maybe it's a job that you're at. Maybe it's certain habits and things like that. Maybe you're comparing your life. Because I want to tell everybody right now about comparison. Comparison is running a race that you will never win. A lot of us, we look out online and we compare our life and we wish we had their life. We wishing for things. We don't even know what they got behind the scenes. Some of you are wishing to have a life that's worse than yours, right? You're looking at relationship. Man, I wish I had that relationship. That's relationship goals. And you don't know what they're going through. Some of you are looking at people that seeming like they have money, but you don't even know that they fronting online, right? Some of these people are seeming happy. You're wishing you had their life. I'm going to tell you right now, comparison is poison to your soul. Only person you should be comparing your life to is you. The you from yesterday versus the you today. Because God gave you a life, God gave you a race to run. And every time you run somebody else's race, you get exhausted. Every time you run somebody else's race, you get tired. Every time you run somebody else's race, you get burnt out. Regret, comparison is poison to your soul. Stop comparing your life and start appreciating your life. Right? What's theirs is theirs. Stop counting other people's blessings, thinking you ain't blessed. A lot of us, what we do is we program. This ain't what the message is about, y'all. A lot of us, what we do is we so programmed in finding what we don't have. We so programmed in wishing that we had something else. We so programmed in wishing that we had somebody else's life. We so programmed in doing that. We so programmed in admiring other people, admiring things that we don't even know if it's real or not. We're so programmed that it makes us lose respect. It makes us lose appreciation is even a better word for ourselves. So stop comparing your life. And I know that's easier said than done because comparison shows up in our face every single day with social media. But ask yourself this question. What are you failing to appreciate in your life? What is right in front of your face that you are failing to appreciate in your life? Because when you look out and you wish you had something else, all that's saying is that you don't appreciate what you have. And I believe God doesn't bless us with more when we don't show appreciation for what we do have. So I want you to reprogram your mindset. Every time you start to compare, I want you to appreciate. Every time you start to look out and say, man, I wish I had, I want you to say, I'm glad I got. And that will change your life. And this is what I want to talk about. That's an extra credit. When is enough going to be enough for you? Okay, I know people in this comments. I know I get messages every single day, but I got to ask you that question. When is enough going to be enough for you? When are you going to get sick and tired of really being sick and tired? When is the last time going to be the last time? Right? And I'm just talking, when you going to get fed up? When you going to get fed up with settling for less? For me, this year, I got fed up with my depression. I got fed up with me not taking care of things that I should be taking care of. I got fed up in my life. And I just want to say this, and some of y'all might disagree. Some of you might get off this live, but some of you really ain't fed up. Because when you really get fed up, when enough is enough, you stop selling for less. You stop staying in situations that you know aren't doing anything for your life. You stop complaining about the things that you aren't willing to change. How long are you going to complain? Posting on Facebook about it does nothing about it. Posting quotes about it does nothing about it. Sharing my videos does nothing about it. If you don't apply, it has to come to a point where you say in 2022, I'm going to stop talking about it, I'm going to stop complaining about it, and I'm going to be about it. It has to come to a point in 2022, listen to me, where you stop talking about it, where you stop complaining about it, and you actually do something about it. And that's the question I have to ask everybody on this live tonight, because the truth is this. Think about this, and we do this exercise all the time. If you don't do anything about it, right? If you don't get fed up, if you don't say enough is enough in whatever area in your life, maybe it's a health thing for you. Maybe it's a spiritual thing for you, right? Maybe it's a mindset thing for you. Maybe it's an emotional thing for you. If you don't get fed up and make a change, what is your life going to look like in the future? What is your life going to look like in the future? I just want you to feel that for a moment. What is your life going to look like in the future? Some of us are waiting for a miracle to happen without taking any actions. Some of us are waiting for a miracle to happen without taking any actions. You know when a miracle happens? When you do something about it. You know when God works the best? When you step out in faith and you make a choice and you do something about it. But a lot of us, we are staying in things that we keep complaining about over and over and over. Trent, but you don't understand. But Trent. But you know what? I do understand. I understand this. And I know it's easier said than done. I know it's hard. I know it's uncomfortable. I know it's a struggle. But if you keep accepting less, you're going to keep thinking, y'all ain't hearing me, man. Y'all ain't hearing me. And I'm not just talking about relationships, y'all. I'm talking about every area of your life. You keep accepting less. You keep accepting less for yourself, and you don't demand more for yourself. And a lot of us, we want people to treat us a certain type of way. We want people to believe in us. We want people to respect us. We want people to treat us right. We want people to support us. We want people to do all these things that we ain't giving our damn self. You set the tone for your life. Nobody should treat you better than you treat you. Nobody should believe in you better than you believe in you. But some of us, what we're doing is we're keeping ourselves in toxic environments, expecting to be healed. Some of us, what we're doing is we're keeping ourselves around average, and we're expecting to live a life full of greatness. It doesn't work like that. You have to make the changes in your life. So again, I ask you, on here, all 2,000 of you that's on here, and the ones that are going to watch, when is enough going to be enough in your life? How many videos do you have to watch? How many quotes do you have to post? How many prayers do you have to pray? And I'm not telling you don't pray. Pray, never cease in praying. But it has to get to a point when you get off your knees and you stand on your 2 feet and you make a decision and you do something about it. It has to get to that point, or else you're going to live life on repeat. Or else the pain that you've been feeling for the last 10 years is going to be the same pain that you're feeling for the next 10 years. Do you hear me? The same pain that you've been feeling right now is going to be the same pain that you feel in the future. But you have to understand that and be willing to prioritize your peace. See, that's the thing, man. When you don't prioritize your peace, some of us, we choose in stress. We prioritize in pain. We prioritize in disrespect. Say, no, I'm not, Trent. No, I'm not. Yes, you are, because you keep accepting in your life. You prioritize in all these things. When you prioritize your peace and you say, you know what? If it goes against my peace, I am getting rid of it. If it goes against my peace, I'm not involving myself in it. If it goes against my peace, I'm not indulging in it. If it goes against my peace, I'm not around it. If it goes against my standards, you know what? I'm moving myself away from it. I don't care how hard it may be. I don't care how good that friend is. I don't care if you've been best friends for 30 years. But if it gets to a point where that best friend isn't good for you no more, if that best friend isn't best for you, then you have to make a decision in your life, because it is your life. And I'm going to tell you, when you choose you, that's when people don't like you no more. When you choose you, even the people that say, I wanted the best for you, they're going to be praying for the worst for you. Some people, not everybody in your life. And hopefully you have none of those people. But you have to get to a point where you choose you choose your healing. You prioritize your healing. You prioritize the things that you want in your life. And I'm going to be real with you. Sometimes the journey is lonely. But just because the journey is lonely don't mean the path is wrong. Just because the journey is lonely doesn't mean the path is wrong. So what is it going to be? Are we going to keep talking about it? Are we going to do something about it? Because the truth of the matter is, man, you got to take full responsibility for your life. I know that certain things that happen to you, you might not be responsible for where you're at today. You might not be responsible with what somebody gave you. You might not be responsible for what somebody did to you. You might not be responsible for how someone treats you. You might not be responsible for any of that. You might not be responsible how nobody appreciates you. You might not be responsible for that. But you for damn sure, listen to me, you're for damn sure responsible for what you continue to allow. You might not be, the pain might not be your fault, but the healing is your responsibility. The disrespect might not be your fault, but tolerating disrespect from here on out is your responsibility. You set the standards for your life. And the more you higher your standards, I'm going to tell you, the lower those low vibration people, those low vibration things move away from your life, because they can't handle your frequency. They can't handle your energy. They can't handle who you are. But when we live at a low level, when we settle for less and we stay around that stuff, it ends up warping our mind. Look at your circle. Look at your friends, man. Yeah, I'm switching subjects right now because I know a lot of us in here, we got friends that we can't even get inspired by. I'm talking to somebody today. Look at your friends. I'm not telling you to be friendless, but look at your circle. Some of you want more for your life and you can't find one person around you that inspires you for more. You are a reflection You are a reflection. You will be exactly what you choose to keep your life around. That is called your environment. A person cannot, I'm not going to say cannot. A person is very hard for a person not to be changed by their environment and the environment that they're in. But some of us, we're keeping ourselves around average. We're keeping ourselves around mess. We're keeping ourselves around gossip. We're keeping ourselves around trouble. And we wonder why those things end up being reciprocated to our life. Being reciprocated to our life. Look around your life. And I'm going to just tell you this, and don't take this wrong, but I had to do this in my life. If you're around it, then don't think that you're the special one that ain't been involved in it too, right? If you look around your life and it's drama, 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 birds of a feather flock together. Energy attracts. So maybe it's something about yourself that's attracting drama. Maybe you participating in drama. It's time for you to unparticipate in the things that don't move you forward and to participate in the things that help your life. It's time for you to, oh man, y'all ain't hearing me, man. It is time for you to stop participating in the things that don't help your life, man. And some of us, we don't even have a vision. That's another problem too. Some of us, we don't have a vision. When I didn't have a vision, you know what? I just walked. But when my vision became clear, my circle got smaller. When my vision became clear, my fuse for BS, my fuse for disrespect, my fuse for all these things became very short. When my vision became clearer. Some of you got to lock in on your vision. Some of us, we just live in life aimlessly. And we allowing everything around us to take us where it wants to go. To take this where he wants to go. You know, Gina, get off this live. You don't want to be on here. We don't need that mess. I'm in the sun. If you got a problem with it, peace. All right? Like I said, I'm not tolerating none of that in 2022. I'm not tolerating people coming on people's timelines, trying to bully them, I don't even use the word bully, trying to plant seeds of doubt, whatever like that. If you have a problem, go somewhere else. Facts, period. You know what I mean? Like, I know my heart and I know what I came here to do. And I've been doing this for over a decade. A decade going in and out. And if it's a problem that I'm in a sauna, then it's a lot of other things in the world that you should have other problems about, my friend. So I'm going to help you out. I shouldn't address that, but I had to. I happen to see it. You know what I mean? So, but that's the thing, man. Like, the more you become confident in yourself, the more you, and honestly, we'll talk about sauna in a minute, how well an infrared sauna benefits your life, right? It's incredible. We'll talk about that in a minute, but let's not divert from the conversation of what we're talking about on here. But seriously, man, when you get to a place, and this is what I talk about in the Selfworth method, confidence. What you see from me is confidence. Do I deal with my insecurities? Yeah. Do I have mistakes? Yeah, right? I'm never talking to you from a place from perfection, but what I am talking to you from a place of confidence. And when you are confident, you don't allow fear to hold you back. When you're confident, you don't allow mistakes to hold you back. When you're confident, you don't allow people's opinions, right? Ignorant opinions, criticism, not correction, criticism to hold you back. Because you're confident. The way you build confidence, y'all, the way you build confidence is proving it to yourself. And this is something in the Selfworth method. And yeah, I'm talking about Selfworth method because I know a lot of you already are part of it. And hopefully a lot of you tonight will become a part of it. Whether you are or not, the way you build confidence is keeping the promises to yourself, right? Staying loyal to your standards, staying loyal to your principles, staying loyal to your values. You know, tonight you saw that, right? I usually don't respond to a lot of stuff, but if I see something, one of my values is, and principles, I don't tolerate disrespect. Not in the place of positive energy. I get negative energy out. That's one of my things in 2022. Negative energy has no room in my life, has no room in anything that I'm doing. So I will address it or I'll remove it and I won't feel guilty about it. So when you have things that you believe in and you stand on and you stay loyal to those things. See, some of us on this live, we have our wants, right? We have our wants, we have our needs. And a lot of us, we don't stay loyal to it, right? When the voids come in our life and overpower our life, we don't stay loyal to it. When inconvenience comes in our life, we don't stay loyal to it. And the more you can prove it to yourself, the more confident you'll be in your life. And I know I was super passionate tonight, man, but I just know that there's somebody on this live that's really going to be fed up and really say enough is enough in whatever area of your life. Whatever area in your life it is, man. I don't know, because there's thousands of people on this live, right? So I don't know what area it is for you. But I just want you to really get fed up, man. And I think when you understand, man, there's so much I can talk about tonight. But I think when you understand what life is truly about and how valuable life is and time is, right? Just think about time, right? Time. Like time, and we hear this all the time, and I sound like a broken record, but time is something we can't get back, right? Last year taught me that. Time is something that we can't get back, nor we can get more of. And just think about this year for some of you, even for myself. How much time have you wasted already this year? Right? How much time have you wasted this year? How much time have you wasted this year? Right, on certain things, right? Whether it's wasting time worrying about somebody else's life, that ain't gonna do nothing for your life. I tell people all the time, like, don't worry about my life. You know what I mean? Like, in good ways and bad ways. Like, don't worry about my life. Because the more you worry about other people's lives, the less focus you have on your own. So you can tell sometimes, even by a comment or somebody, what they're posting or what they're doing. Like, some people live externally and some people live internally. Externally means that you worried about everything else and everybody else. Everything else and everybody else. And when I started to really focus internal in my life, and like, man, I pray for people, I help people, all those things, but at the end of the day, I got to make sure that I'm the best version of myself I can be. And my life changed. So how are you using your energy? How are you using your time? And you think about that tonight, like, for real. Don't just hear me, man. If I'm just coming here, you just hearing me and saying amen and sending stars or whatever, and like, it just sounds good. Like, that's cool. But I really want y'all to think about this when you get off this live tonight. Just think about, that's what I'm thinking about in my sauna tonight. Like, how much time have I wasted this year already? Have I wasted being lazy? Have I wasted in comparison? Have I wasted responding to ignorance? Have I wasted, just wasted? And, last year, and I talk about this a lot. Well, I don't. And I'm not going to even talk about this tonight. But the situation with my daughter, that was the moment for me where I realized, like, wait a minute. Like, I realized ain't none of this promise. Like, the next minute is not promised. And it's like, man, like, why not live your life the way you're supposed to live it? Like, why not get the most out of your life? Like, be fed up. Be fed up with certain things. Be fed up with, inconsistency with people. Be fed up with friends that just want to use you. Be fed up with the BS you're tolerating from yourself. Be fed up with, not valuing the time that you should be valuing, or not valuing the people that you should be valuing in your life. Be fed up with not giving forgiveness because life is short. Be fed up. And that showed me, man. And more than ever, as I'm breathing like in the sun is hot, more than ever, I want to live life at my highest vibration, man. I want to live life. I want to do life, like live life with the people that matter and doing the things that matter. That's why I come on here. This matters to me. You guys on here matter to me. I wish I could talk to all of y'all individually, but I can't. But you guys matter to me. The reason I have a hoodie on here, a Scully, I seen somebody write that. It's like, you in the sun, I got Scully to keep my sweat. Because if not, that's why my face is not drenched, by the way. I gave y'all a point when you're in the sauna, right? It catches my sweat. But, I just want to spend my minutes, man, purposefully. And I think tonight you should really think about that. When you get off this live, it's like, man, where have I wasted minutes? Like, where can I really be fed up? Because as a human, when you really get fed up, like for real, and you'll do something about it. You'll do something about it. And what's crazy is that a lot of us will do things for our boss, our job. Like, we will do things for a job, right? We will bend over backwards for a job. We will do everything. We'll kill ourselves for a job, drive ourselves into sickness for a job, and we won't do it for ourselves. And I just don't understand that logic. And that's something that's always baffled me, even in my life. It's like, why can't I have that same hunger, that same discipline with my own life, right? With my own life. Life is beautiful. God didn't create us to live broken. God created us to live beautiful. And some of us on this live, even me at a point, we get angry at God. We get angry at God for situations we choose to put ourselves in, right? Some of us be like, oh man, God, God didn't put you in that relationship, right? Maybe that wasn't God. Maybe that was your temptation. Maybe it was your loneliness that put you in a relationship, right? Or put you in to do something. And we always think, we blame God. A lot of people are angry at God because of people, right? If you find somebody that's angry at God, I know I was angry at God. It was because things in this world because of people. And I want to tell you, man, like, that's the greatest relationship you ever will have. So don't allow people and things in this world to break your love and trust with God. And some of you are angry at God because life isn't adding up to what you think it should add up for. But I always tell myself, man, even in trouble, and it's a part of knowing your worth, even in trouble, even in obstacles, even in a terrible year, I still praise God because I feel like everything is still working out the way it's supposed to work out. Because you got to think about it like this, man. And I'm sorry if I'm getting a little bit deep and off track, but y'all know me, man. I just follow my heart. You got to think about this. I always said this since day one. Your purpose isn't always for you, right? So what I mean by that is that sometimes you got to go through things that you don't even realize that you're going through it, not to necessarily strengthen you or not for your life, but you're going through it because there's a bigger picture. There's things that I've went through in my life that now having kids, I realize like, oh, I didn't just go through that for me. I went through that so I can help my kids not experience that or not go through that. So you have to understand in life, the path for our life will not be perfect. The path for our life will sometimes suck, as a better word, right? It sucks. It's terrible. But oh man, this is one of my favorite quotes of mine. The path might not be perfect, but the purpose of the path is. And if you tell yourself that, if you keep telling yourself that the purpose of this is, right? Maybe you have a terrible marriage or relationship that failed or friendship that did you wrong. And you're like, man, why did I have to go through this or experience this? You know, I don't know the answer to that, but maybe it was a bigger picture. Maybe you're doing that so maybe your daughter, your son, you can help them out, not make those same quote unquote mistakes or not go through the things that you went through. There's always a bigger picture. If you look at anybody living their purpose, anybody that's helping somebody, they're helping somebody through experience most times. The experience that they went through. There's people who battled cancer, right? That didn't make sense, battled cancer, but now they're helping other people. There's so many people that helped my mother that went through cancer or gave us advice that went through the cancer, that there was a bigger picture in their journey of sickness than they ever could imagine. And they helped prolong my mother's life because of the things that they went through, because of the knowledge that they gained. So I'm always telling myself in my moments of despair, in my moments of depression, in my moments of hard times, there's a bigger picture. There is a bigger picture there's always a bigger picture. And even though if you can't see it, you got to trust it. That's what faith is, man.
Hey, what's up, rehabs across the world? Trent here. Thank you for watching our new video. I hope it impacted your life. Listen, we're impacting lives all across the world. I want you to know this. It's because of you. It's because of you supporting the messages and sharing the messages. And speaking about sharing the messages, if this video touched your heart, if it's on your heart, please press share, because I promise you this, there's somebody in the world right now that needs to watch this video. And by you pressing share, you become a hero in their life. I get messages every single day say, Trent, I had no idea what rehab time was yesterday, but my friend shared the video, I saw it on the timeline, and man, did I need it. We're gonna continue to impact the world only with your help. We appreciate you. But like I say at the end of every single video, it all starts with you. It's rehab time. Let's get it.